Sunlight, filtered through the rustling leaves of a well-placed fig tree, dappled across the polished concrete floor of the kitchen. A cup of coffee steamed on the vast timber island, its aroma mingling with the faint, salty scent of the sea breeze. From this vantage point, high on the hillside, the view was a living painting. The water of Middle Harbour, a deep, placid blue, shimmered far below, bordered by the iconic, gnarled sandstone cliffs of Sydney. It felt as though if you just leaned a little bit more, you could simply tumble down the slope and land right on the shore. And yet, the home itself seemed to defy gravity. From the foreshore, looking back, it appeared as a simple, unassuming concrete form, almost floating amongst the dense greenery of the escarpment. It was this very quality that was so intentional. The architect, MCK, had wanted a home that was modern and sophisticated, but also humble, a place that didn't shout for attention. A home that was, in its own way, an extraordinary act of modesty. The journey to this peaceful moment had not been a simple one. The construction had stretched over 4.5 years, a long and meticulous process, but it was all for a purpose far grander than mere shelter. This was the forever house, conceived as a sanctuary for generations to come, a place where a family could find comfort and connection. It was a space designed for gathering, for sharing laughter and quiet moments, but also for solitude, with enough room to retreat into one's own private world. The site itself was an architect's puzzle box. The breathtaking views of the harbor were a gift, but the brief required something more, a deep engagement with the northern light, which was at the back of the property, away from the water. Add to this the steep, complex slope and the close proximity of neighbors, and the challenge was clear: how to invite in the sun and embrace the view while maintaining a sense of privacy. The solution was an elegant and thoughtful design. The home was organized around a central, open kitchen, living, and dining zone, which was subtly sunken into the landscape. Stepping into this space from the street was like entering a world of its own. The hustle and bustle simply melted away. The front of the house flowed seamlessly from this open-plan area, while the back floated lightly above the lawn below. The connection to the outdoors was paramount, and oversized retractable glass doors were the key. They not only offered an uninterrupted panorama of the harbor, but also allowed for a constant, gentle flow of air. The glorious northeasterly breeze of Sydney could glide effortlessly through the home, a natural air conditioner that made all the difference on a hot summer's day. The other sides of the house, the east and west, were kept purposefully solid. These robust, concrete walls provided a crucial layer of privacy from the neighboring homes, a fortress of calm in a dense urban landscape. In contrast, the north and south facades were left open and expansive, drinking in the light and the magnificent views. Landscaping, carefully sculpted by lone pine landscapes, added another layer of natural screening, ensuring the family's world remained their own. Perched in Seaforth, a suburb where houses often compete for the most spectacular view, Forever House took a different approach. It didn't try to outdo its neighbors, it simply existed in harmony with the landscape. The architect, who had grown up in the area, understood that the northern beaches had no single, distinct architectural style. It was a mosaic of different eras and ideas, often a collection of buildings ill-suited for their environment. This home, however, was a conscious rejection of that haphazard nature. It emulated the laid-back, coastal aesthetic that was a hallmark of the area's best contemporary architecture, but with a refined and durable sensibility. It was a home that was both strong in its form and completely casual in its feel. Walking through the spaces, one felt a profound sense of peace. Glimpses of the harbor and the omnipresent water were woven into the very fabric of the design. This feeling was amplified by the deliberate choice of materials. The raw, beautiful honesty of off-form concrete was balanced by the warm, inviting tones of timber. This was a home built to last. The concrete was a choice of longevity, something that would not need to be replaced in 30 years. The furnishings were a mirror of this aesthetic, a neutral palette, with soft curves that felt entirely at home amidst the raw materials. In the main bedroom, a dark, steel-framed robe added a touch of welcome drama, while the striking centerpiece of the home, a feature staircase with a balustrade by Steadley steel, was a work of art in its own right. Ultimately, the charm of Forever House lay in its profound modesty and the thoughtful way light and views were curated and cast throughout every corner. It was a home that was pure in its brutalist facade, yet gentle in its soul. It was a testament to the power of collaboration and a belief that architecture is, at its core, about people. For the architect, the greatest reward was the simple, heartfelt feedback from the family themselves. To know they loved it, that it was a source of joy, made all the work worthwhile. It sent a shiver down his spine, a feeling that affirmed the true purpose of a life's work.